So I'm talking about the dot reduce method in JavaScript. The dot reduce method reduces an array to a single value by applying a function. So let's take our first example. That's summing of numbers. So we have const numbers. Numbers being a variable, storing the array consisting of numbers. So with the next line of code, we have const total sum. So the total sum is a variable which stores the final value. So we have numbers dot reduce method. So the numbers is a variable which consists of the arrays of numbers. Within the dot reduce method, we pass in two parameters. That's the accumulator and the current value. With the accumulator having an initial value of 0 and the current value holds the individual values in the arrays. So for instance, with the accumulator which has an initial value of 0 and the current value 10. So it's going to be 0 plus 10, which is 10, and it will be stored in the accumulator. So the next value, which is 20, will be stored in the current value. So it's going to be 20 plus 10, which the 10 is in the accumulator, which will give us 30, and the 30 will be stored in the accumulator. So the next value, which is 30, will also be held in the current value, with the accumulator already storing the value of 30. So it's going to be 30 plus 30, which will result in 60. And then the 60 will be stored in the accumulator again. The last value, which is 40, will be held in the current value, with the accumulator already having the value of 60. So it's going to be 60 plus 40, resulting in 100. The value 100 will then be stored in the variable total sum. And when console.logged, the output becomes 100. So the dot reduce method reduces an array to a single value by applying a function.